Alright guys, Beal, I'm here back with more Persona 5. Listening to RHAP, also going to play some of this. It is around 11? Yeah, it's 11:02. Actually no, that timer's wrong. It's well, either way, it's 10:58, not too far off. But either way, yeah, I guess we can only do stuff around here, so I guess we'll go ahead and read. Oh no, not read. Oh fuck, that's long.
I feel like they haven't had any hardship along the way. Like we've had seasons like this before, where somebody's had no hardship along the way. But even a season like
today was interesting. Was able to get a good amount done since I last recorded. Essentially, why I was able to record my Big Brother review, which did take a lot longer than I expected. The raw recording right now is like an hour 39. And that obviously doesn't include this final week, plus also the final wrap up. So probably will end up being around 2 hours raw. Probably more total. Like, I mean, like probably end up being like an hour and 10 minutes or so.
And play one of the most electric games that we've ever seen to win that season and become the two-time winner. And then we have this Cody game, which is just, you know, has no excitement whatsoever in any way, shape, or form in the course of a dominant but very boring game.
Yeah, it doesn't vibrate you, right? Like, it's just not, there's no pizzazz to it, there's no juice, there's no seasoning, it's like cool, Cody, you did a good job.
Yeah, so I did that. Immediately after that, I pretty much had about an hour. So this is the thing, like that, I finished recording that I think around 6. So I had about an hour until Survivor Maryland premiered. So I was like, okay, let's try to record my A&W review. So I was able to do that as well. I recorded everything I have up until I got with that. And then from 7, I started watching Survivor Maryland. But in the background, I started working on my Gokaiger, or continuing working on my Gokaiger review. And by the end of Big Brother, at 9. Either way, Big Brother happened at 8 to 9, and I continued working on Gokaiger. I was able to finish the Gokaiger review, writing it by 10, and I spent the last hour prepping it, and here we are. So yeah, that's what I did. Was watching Anthony Caliber throughout that some of that time as well. But there we go, finish it.
Just to push back on that a little bit, I do think that there were times where Cody used his social game as strategy, meaning got people to do what he wanted them to do, even things that were not in their best interest. I point to mainly Ian being evicted and using his social ability and, you know, like his overall willpower to get Nicole and Danny to just really be scared of offending Cody, you know, ending up on the bad side of him.
There are still
and
10
they
days left.
did something that was against their own
go
best interest in
somewhere, but we
evicting
can't just leave
Ian
Futaba-chan
to
alone.
appease Cody. And that was
Something
all
still
him.
concerned me too.
Definitely, yeah. I want not to say that.
Yeah, still gotta do some stuff, like give my dog certain medicines and stuff like that. But I still have to wait about 34 minutes from, or no, like 38 minutes or so from now, before I can give that to him. So, yeah, probably after this episode I'll focus on that, and then we'll come back and then record more.
Student of the characters of Big Brother. Could you give us your assessment of the character of Cody Calafiore?
The fact that there were no damage.
There's Shido again.
Cody is that he is so vanilla.
The issue I want to make clear is the attitude of the police.
But he's not
and more
the
importantly,
best guy. You know, he's not Pacer. We're not like, oh, I just love that guy. And he's also not like
What do you
evil. You know, we're not like, oh,
are they
Dr.
doing
Will.
their
Like,
best to
let's be
find
like,
an
he's
effective
just
countermeasure
the most
against these phantom
inoffensive
thieves?
person ever.
Is it not
Which
the government's
I would love
duty
to be
to create a
friends with
society
him. Like, I
where
think he'd be a
citizens
great
can
time
live
to
without
be
worry?
around. I understand why people
The current
like
cabinet is
respond to him in the
powerless.
game, but he is
As
so
such, they should be
boring to
disbanded.
watch. Like, you
I
know,
believe
if
now
Enzo
is the time
played
for
the
me
way
to risk
he
my
described
political
his game
career
tonight in the package,
before
so did
making a
Cody it's just like vanilla and like snoozy and boring. And I feel like Cody as a player is the same. I mean, not at all. Like
seems quite
the way he plays, but the character, his personality, the way he presents is very Casey, Big Brother 20. Just like inoffensive, great at calm.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, like not setting my world on fire, but the other people playing with him really like him. And that type of
I mean, but then again,
player
people
is, like,
didn't like Casey that much. Like, I love how like the misconception now has become that like Casey was like this masterful social player.
Even though Cody objectively deserves it, and if Cody wins, I will be happy.
And measured
Like,
was in
I
turn
don't
defeated
want
by her real-world
that.
hacking ability.
You know, like, let's
The
have some
story
fun
to the
happen.
facts as we know
It just
them.
seems like we're all sitting here like feeling very lukewarm about it, and that's like the frustrating part. And like I would never like indulge myself to solely want to see somebody back on the season.
Why are you saying this out loud when you're so dumb? But yeah, I finished the Gokaiger review, which ended up being a lot longer than I expected. I think it was 3,300 words. Which is around on pace for like a 25-30 minute video, which I was expecting this to be like a 15-minute video or so. But like I think the thing I didn't expect was so I decided to like kind of structure it similar to how I do my reality TV review. So essentially I go episode by episode and kind of just talk about my opinions about certain episodes. I didn't do every episode obviously because there's a lot of there's actually not that much filler, but there's obviously filler. But like I think the thing is that I didn't realize how little filler there actually was, because like a lot of the filler is disguised as a tribute episode. So through that, there's only like I don't know, less than 10 true filler episodes. Mind you, there's a lot of multi-parters, so that's how I was able to get through part of it too. But it was kind of tough, to be honest, to write that thing, because like the thing is like I did this with very minimal research. Like I did obviously like with certain episodes that like I didn't remember that much, I did go back and research like what exactly happened in them, and then watch certain, like a little bit. I didn't even watch that much, to be honest. But yeah, I mean for the most part, like it's really through the grace of me having this fucking spreadsheet that I made years ago when I was doing the full series rewatch that I never actually ended up finishing. But obviously I watched Gokaiger.
Affect future seasons. I think this is definitely a season that will be very influential because of the fact that it is All Stars. It has more eyes on it. Fans that have long since forgotten about Big Brother have come back to
Couldn't they just blatantly say that we killed him, or like that he died? Yeah, spoiler. Like, I mean, by them saying that, doesn't it make it pretty fucking clear that, okay, yeah, this guy died? But whatever.
A cognitive version of a person that transformed into such a horrible monster and attacked us. That means our enemies aren't limited to shadows.
But yeah, I mean, Big Brother review was kind of tough, to be honest. I was like, I don't know what it is. Like, there's just some days where like I can't record for shit. It really happened also during the A&W review, but A&W review is shorter, so I didn't really struggle as much. But it's like, I just like there's just some days where I really have a lot of trouble like fully can't think of the word. Enunciating. There we go. Properly and yeah, but
get Cody this season. If we look back at it, what was the point where somebody, based on the competitions that were won, is there a point when somebody could have gotten Cody and they didn't? Tyler, what was
that showed Futaba
in a triple eviction? Yeah, Tyler, triple eviction. It was not in his best interest to take out Danny at that point. Not after having ended up on the wrong side of the vote in the first part of the triple eviction. He knew he was in hot water then, and he still, like, Tyler played the second part of the triple eviction as if the first part of the triple eviction had never happened. He should have put Cody and Enzo up on the block when he...
I think he technically should have gone for Memphis, but yeah. And I talked about that in my review.
He won the HOH. I think so. Yes, yeah. Because like he had to know.
I think he could have. I don't think he should have. Again, that's the thing about like Big Brother. I think a lot of people like seem to. I don't know if don't understand is the right phrasing of that, but it's like it's more so like don't really feel like it's as important as it is, but I think probability is like a massive fucking factor. Alright, let's just actually pause this because I'm not even listening to this anymore. But I just feel like probability is such a massive factor in Big Brother, where like a lot of Big Brother is waging your odds on certain scenarios happening. Much more than Survivor, because like the thing about Survivor is that it's a very clear-cut game if you have the majority. I mean, if you're able to have the majority, stick with the majority, and get the majority if you're able to get the majority to stick together and be blindly loyal, then you can run the game very easily. While Big Brother, you don't need just the majority, you need everybody, because like anybody can win HOH at any point and do their own set of nominations, and it's a game that very much benefits the minority more so than Survivor, where like Survivor, once you end up in the minority, you actively need to become the majority in order to get power back in the game. While with Survivor, or Big Brother, you don't need that, you just need to win competitions. And like, to be honest, this is a video I want to make this video at some point. I don't know when I'm gonna do it because I don't have it scheduled currently, obviously. I'm in the other room, by the way, at this point. Refilling my dog's water. I'm not even anywhere by the TV screen.
I refuse to answer.
Ah, shit.
Is unique.
Okay, well.
Still,
Fuck.
it'll be a problem if she doesn't open up to us some more.
There we go.
At the
And we're
very
back.
least, we need to be able to communicate normally with her.
What should we do?
Uh,
How? First, we'll need to help her open up to us.
Um,
Spend an entire day
yeah, I
with
want to
her.
do a video on the
Maybe she'll
meta
get
of
more
Big
used
Brother
to
because I
being
feel like
around
it's very, it's really interesting right now what the meta of Big Brother is, because I do think it has modified with this season, or it hasn't modified, but I think this season has very blatantly exposed the flaw. Oh, we're getting to the beach scene.
That's a great idea.
Was that right away? I thought that was at the end of summer, like after, a little bit after Futaba. Well, I guess it is. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess it would be the celebration thing. So I guess it is around where I was
I
expecting.
don't have anything planned.
Just I thought it was like a week later, not just like the
We
next
can
day.
set a schedule with everyone else depending on when they're free. Okay. Can I really do this? Why me?
Alright, yeah, I'm really behind on podcasts right now too, by the way. I still haven't listened to the Cody retrospective, and obviously this Big Brother podcast up from tonight. So got a lot to catch up on. I don't know when the fuck I'll do that, to be honest.
And on top of all that, the Phantom Thieves are claiming justice is
Yeah,
on
I
their
mean,
side. Don't make me laugh.
so this is the plan for tomorrow as of right now. Again, today I did record a BB22 review and the A&W 12 reviews up to what I can do. The plan for tomorrow is I'm going to record my Big Brother, my BB22 player ranking up until what I can do, because like the thing is that the ranking is Cody, Enzo, Nicole, 1, 2, 3. If not, then like, I mean, this is the thing. Like, if Nicole ends up getting third, I think I will drop her to 4. But I feel like that's an easy fix in post. So like, all I have to do is essentially say Memphis. So at number 3 we have Memphis. Then at number 4 we have Memphis. So essentially, like, obviously just re-edit that. So that shouldn't be too bad. It should, yeah, that should be pretty okay to record tomorrow. So that's the plan. Is to record everything but the top 3. Then obviously once the season's done, record the top 3. And then after that, I'm not entirely sure what I wanna. I'll probably end up recording something else. I mean, that'll probably take a little while, like at least an hour, probably more. But I would also like to. Yeah, do, what am I doing? Record another video. I don't know exactly what it'll be. It might be the Gokaiger video, to be honest, because I believe that is the next one out of the movie videos I've prepped to be released. But yeah, after I record, like, okay, so this is the thing. I want to probably record Persona in the morning, probably up until, I would say, around 2. Then after that, I'll probably go ahead and record those videos, probably from like, let's say 4 to 7. That's kind of what I did today. And then from 7 till like 10 or 7 till 11, somewhere in that range, I'll probably spend that time editing because I really need to get that Big Brother review done, especially if I want to get. This is the problem. The next 3 videos that are to be released are all videos that I can't do just yet. Like it's the Big Brother review, Big Brother 22 player ranking, and A&W 12 review. So that's why I'm doing all this prep now beforehand, so that that process is a bit easier. I need to get a start to the editing of that, so that I can wrap up the editing. And this is the thing, Wednesday, and this is what I'm going to do Wednesday. Essentially a similar format Wednesday. I'll probably spend the morning playing some Persona. 4 to 7 I might record. Yeah, I mean, I think I will record, because there's nothing else to prep, right? It's just editing. So yeah, I mean, I think I'll record there. Might, if I'm not done with the BB22, editing the BB22 video, continue with that. Up until obviously 8 o'clock, Amazing Race. 9 o'clock till 11, there's A&W and Big Brother. Still haven't decided how I want to approach that. If I want to try to watch both at once, or if I'm just going to wait till would have to be Thursday to watch A&W. But I think I'm going to try to watch both at once. We will see though. I guess the way I would do that is probably watch Big Brother on TV while watching A&W on my phone. I don't know. But that will probably be how I approach that. What do we got here? Oh, we actually got the night. Decide later. I just want to make sure. Sojiro. Oya will go up. Kechi's not there. Yumi's there, but she won't go up. So yeah, we'll do Oya. Fuck. Okay. So yeah, and then yeah, after that, my vacation's done. Or not even real vacation, but like at least the like day off that I got tomorrow, like the entire period's kind of done. Because Thursday morning, gonna be busy from that point forward. Well, I'm gonna be busy until probably around 2 that day, and then I work at 6. So yeah, I'll have a few hour period there. I'm not entirely sure how I want to approach that. Oh yeah, that's the thing. After Big Brother and American Ninja Warrior, I forgot if I said that. I'm gonna go straight into recording the end of the Big Brother review, plus also player ranking, and possibly even American Ninja Warrior. I might wait for American Ninja Warrior. I don't think there's much of a point in recording that right away, but yeah, so I'll do those. I'll at least do the Big Brother review. I think I'm also going to try to do the player ranking as well, finish that up. Because like, I mean, the player ranking, I already have the list, like I know what I'm going to do. Like, and like the only thing that changes is possibly Nicole. Like, even if Cody doesn't win, Cody's still number 1. Because like I really like, this is the thing, if Nicole actually gets to the end with Cody and Nicole wins, I still think Cody played the better game. I mean, like, I don't think Nicole played I think Nicole played a good game, but I just think when we're looking at it in comparison to Cody, I think Cody played a far superior game that does work on more seasons. Because like in this situation, like we would essentially be saying that Nicole won because she's a former winner, which is obviously not a very repeatable win if you're winning solely because you're a former winner. Because like we've heard so many people now say that, oh, Cody's been playing a dominant game and playing the best game, and really it just comes down to, you know, I'm actually gonna put this up right now. My dog's food's been out for a little while. Probably should put it back in the fridge if you need it. I am in the other room right now. other thing's cutting out. I think I got a little bit too far away. Whatever. Yeah, so, I forgot what I was talking about already. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna record those that night. Oh yeah, I was talking about the placements. Yeah, Cody's easily #1 still, even if Cody doesn't win. Mind you, his placement on the player ranking probably gets adjusted. The top 10 player, I mean not the player, yeah, the top 10 player of all time video, which is one of the next few to record. That will be that will be adjusted accordingly. Though, I mean, really, I mean, he's still in the top 10. It's just a matter of where he goes. Enzo, if Enzo somehow wins, he makes top 10. If he doesn't, then I think he's like right off the list, like number 11, number 12. And then Nicole, if she wins, obviously she's on the list too. I mean, like, no matter who wins tomorrow, like, that list is gonna be modified. It's more so a fact of how much it modifies, because, like, actually, to be honest, the top 10 list doesn't change as much as I thought it would. I mean, to be honest, Nicole might still make the top 10 anyway, even if she doesn't win at this point. Like, I think it's very close. I forgot what the actual list is, but I believe it's her or June that make the top 10. And, like, the thing is, like, I think it's tough, because, like, I would say, like, that, oh, June is someone that very rarely wins a jury vote, but if we really think about it, Nicole is also someone that very rarely wins a jury vote. Like, she literally wins the jury vote on BB18, kind of against her own instincts. Like, she wins because she fails at getting rid of Paul, and Paul brings her to the end. Now, obviously, I think she did a lot of things to get those jury votes to begin with, which is why I do look at Nicole as a much better player than many other people, but it's like, the actual game that she played, or the actual, like the fact that, like, the jury vote, like, she only wins in a 5-4 vote, where, out of the votes that she does get, I mean, first off, there's votes that are against her. She does have Michelle voting against her, and she has, anyway, she has Michelle voting against her, she has Bridget not thinking she played the better game, like she thinks Paul played the better game. She has Victor voting for Paul, as obviously they were best friends at that point. Yeah, I guess that was the wrong response. And then, who's the other vote for Paul? I don't even remember anymore. James, which that one's whatever. I don't think James even know what the fuck he was doing. But I mean, he was still someone that thought Paul played a better game. You look at Nicole's votes, she actively gets Corey. I mean, she has Corey's vote. She also had a very close bond with Paulie. Mind you, is that some of that pregame? Probably. But still, I feel like she still was able to maintain that bond throughout the season, still to the point where he wanted to vote for her. And through Paulie, she also gets Zakiya. She then also got Natalie, which Natalie was an anti-Paul vote, and then gets Davon's vote out of her actual gameplay. It's really weird, actually, when, like, they both had one vote that was, like, actively against them, Paul and Nicole, where Natalie was actively against Paul, Michelle was actively against Nicole. They both have their closest allies vote for them. Victor votes for Paul, Corey votes for, who stole the research? I have a bad feeling. Whatever. Either way, like, it's a very symmetrical vote if you really think about it. It's really Davon that becomes the deciding vote. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to do that. But either way, level 7 already.
All right.
We shall meet again in the near future.
Like, this is a halfway point, right?
Time to go, inmate.
Which, by the way, fuck this that we just reached the halfway point. But why are we at level 7 already with him? Seems pretty high. Ooh. Wait, why would that make us go up in like Art of Phantom Thieves just ranking? Like us taking down Medjed. Well, whatever. But either way, like I think Nicole, like the problem, like okay, this is all resulting in like why I think June, as of right now, is a better player than Nicole, is because I think June has more game ability. I think June is more cutthroat. I think she's more willing to make the move that she needs to make to win the game. While I don't feel like Nicole is that. Mind you, I think Nicole does very well just surviving in the game, and we've seen that 3 times. I think that's the problem with June, is that we just haven't seen enough from her. We've only seen her 1 game, and even then it was a much abbreviated game. I mean, it was only 13 people. We've seen Nicole now play on 3 seasons with 16 people, and while her first one was a bit rocky, she still gets 7th place. Mind you, she has to return to game, whatever, but she gets at least 9th place initially. And then her other 2 runs, she wins the game, and then now she's getting either 2nd or 3rd, possibly 1st. Like, if she wins the game, like, she is definitely above June. Like, if she, mind you, I mean, it's tough, actually, because it's like, how does she win the game? But then, if she does win the game, I mean, I do think that shows more ability to win a jury vote than June. Because, again, I think June only wins against Allison. That's literally the only person she wins against, while Nicole does win, probably against James. I think Nicole probably wins. I think Nicole has a chance against Corey. I don't think she wins, though. That one's tough, actually. Actually, I really want... Let's play this out, because I actually don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Such avant-garde design.
Like, Nicole against James. Let's see how the votes... I think Nicole wins, right? Like, James gets Natalie. Oh, wait, let's see. So, Devon votes Nicole. Zakia votes Nicole. Yeah, Nicole wins. It's already. But Bridget votes James. Maybe Nicole. That one's actually up for grabs. I think that's one of the more up in the air votes. But anyway, 8th place. Polly. Polly votes Nicole. 7th place was... Who the fuck was 7th place? Oh, I just realized there's Sentai posters in the background. Well, I mean, obviously it's probably Sentai parodies, but still, it's like... I never noticed that. Huh.
That wasn't exactly what I meant.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing, is, I still need to record my, what if video. What if Final 3s, or Final 2s, or Final 3s for Big Brother. Forgot about that, too. Which, I mean, obviously I can't record that right away, because I can't record that tomorrow, I think, because I need for this season to be done. And even if I were to do something like, I can't do it yet. Like, even though we know the final 3, we just don't know how the jury votes are going to play out yet.
Super.
I need to wait probably at least a week for the season.
Some of their heads came off when I was moving them. I made sure to rearrange them pleasingly.
My children! What have you done to my children?
They appeared to be quite shoddily made.
They're from Phoenix Rangers Neo Featherman! No, yellow and pink's heads, and red's been hacked to bits! This is all Inari's fault!
Inari?
You know, Inari sushi? The tofu things foxes eat in the old stories? Fox doesn't know that!
Inari.
Oh, they were in the perfect poses too.
But yeah, I mean,
Getting them set up just right.
I mean, anyway, Nicole wins. Like, do I even need to really fill this up? He's like, okay, so, and Michelle votes for James. So we're at 3-2. Who's after Michelle? It is Natalie votes for James. So we're actually at 3-3. I think all the 3 votes left go to... Yeah, because Victor goes to Nicole, Paul goes to Nicole, Cora goes to Nicole, so she went 6-3. And that's worst case scenario. Technically, Bridget could also vote for Nicole.
Fascinating. Art depicts a flash of inspiration, but models offer a much different means of enjoyment.
Take a look at that. Futaba's having a regular conversation.
And then,
seems she doesn't have a problem talking to others as long as the subject...
yeah, does she win against Corey? I think that's an interesting thing, too. I think Devon votes Nicole. I think Zakia.
In that case,
That one's tough. Like, because obviously Polly votes Corey. Does Zakia go the same way? I guess we could say that. But I don't think that's for sure. I think Bridget votes Corey because she was anti-vet. Eighth?
I've left tomorrow to An and Ryuji.
No, that was Polly, so then seventh, Michelle votes Corey. Yeah, I mean, actually, Nicole probably wins pretty handily.
There's really no telling how tomorrow's going to
Then,
go.
because it's at, what, 4-1 now? Natalie probably votes Nicole. I would guess. I'm not 100% on that because she didn't like Nicole that much either, but she was definitely pro-woman, that sort of thing. Victor and Paul, I'm not sure. James, I think James votes Corey. I think Corey wins at this point, but I think, yeah, I think Victor and Paul probably go Nicole. But they could go Corey too. I think that one's really up in the air. But either way, I think Corey probably wins against Nicole. I think what's also interesting though, who win? I think Paul wins against Corey, right? Because I think in that situation, Devon votes for Paul. I do think Zakia and Polly vote for Corey. Who's the one person I'm missing in this situation? Wait, no, game, fuck off. Oh yeah, I should probably end the episode, shouldn't I? Do I have anything to do? You know what? Let's do this then.
Got time right now?
I'm not gonna end right now because like I still have 10 minutes until I have to give my dog his medicine, so I might as well wait a little bit longer. Because obviously I can't start an episode immediately because I would still give him his medicine. So yeah, I have about 10 minutes from now. But yeah, so yeah, let's think about this. Paul against Corey. Yeah, as I said, Devon votes Paul, Zakia and Polly vote Corey. I do think Bridget votes Paul. I think. Yeah, I think. So we're at 2-2. We got Michelle votes Paul, I think. Final six, Natalie. I think Natalie votes Corey. It's up in that one's up in the air. I think she goes Corey though. So we're at 3-3. Victor votes Paul. Nicole votes Corey. So really it comes down to James. And I don't know. I don't know who James goes for in that situation. Because he was actually closer to Corey.
Hey, where's Futaba?
Like the only reason he voted out Corey is because Paul told him to, but he did it because like he thought he had a final two with Paul. I do think he votes for Paul, but that one's actually up in the air. I actually thought it would be more handily in Paul's corner. Yeah, I mean that's probably also the next What If series I'll do is swapping winners with final jurors. Oh yeah, that's something else too. I forgot the Crash Team Racing got a patch. That seemed random. 6 gigs, by the way.
It's you we're talking about.
So let's see. So final jurors. I mean, I guess I'll obviously end up doing Survivor first. Like swap. Should I do swap final jurors for winner?
Plus, popular guys wouldn't go bragging about that stuff to other people.
Like I've done What If final twos or final threes.
I'm wondering if I should do it while I'm still young.
And that technically is a very similar concept, but final threes or final twos is different. I think we'll do swap final juror for.
None of us have significant others.
Yep, I'm not getting married anytime soon.
Well, technically, we're with On. Yeah, shouldn't we tell the group?
Having conversations.
But
Yeah, she doesn't have any trouble speaking her mind. Seems totally normal to me.
I don't know what normal is, but if this is it, I'm happy.
Sure.
I totally thought you were gonna be some weird.
Yeah, let's swap winners. Yeah, let's swap the winners. I think that's probably the scenario. So yeah, Rudy against Kelly. I think, I don't know, I know it's tough because again, like, I mean, it's always like the question of like how genuine was this concept that Rudy wins the jury vote.
Showing up in the shop at lunchtime will be like super crushing hard mode. You don't have to deal with customers if you don't want to. Maybe you could dry plates in the back.
I do think.
I'd be mad if you weren't.
Then it's all set. We'll be rooting for you, Futaba.
You're all gonna pay for this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's not even worth playing through, to be honest. We got Colby versus Keith. Colby wins. Should be unanimous. Yeah, I think it's unanimous. Or actually, no. Let's do this. What if final juror won final immunity? I think that actually works a lot better, doesn't it? 'Cause that's that could lead to some different outcomes. What if final juror won final immunity? Yeah, so let's see. So I mean, yeah, Rudy wins final immunity. He obviously votes out Kelly. Goes to the end against Rich. I don't know who wins. Again, that one's like so up in the. I think, again, obviously the general like idea is that Rudy wins, but there's not really much actual proof of that. I mean, I do think. I mean, these are the votes. This is how the votes play out, I think. I do think, whatever, I don't care.
Hey!
So I do think, Greg votes Rich.
Okay.
I think, okay, we'll end here, by the way.
I'll just add this.
Oh, no, wrong one. We'll still talk for like a minute or two, I think. How much time do I have? I guess I only have 5 minutes actually at this point. Alright, let's just run through the scenario though. I think Greg votes Rich. I think Jenna votes Rudy. I think Jervis votes Rudy. I don't know where Colleen votes, and I think that's probably the one that's the biggest question mark for me. I think Sean votes Rich. I think Sue votes Rudy. And Kelly might vote Rudy, which would give Rudy to win. In this scenario, Colleen could vote Rich, could vote Rudy. Yeah, I mean, I guess Rudy would win, but even then, I don't think the Sue vote is super locked. I do think it's 4-3 more likely. I just don't know which way it goes, but I guess Rudy would have the thing. I mean, we might as well go through the Colby and Keith one. I mean, it should be unanimous, right? I mean, Alicia goes Colby. Well, I think Alicia. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's a chance that Keith could get some votes. I mean, Colby wins. I mean, Colby gets Tina. Well, no. Actually, no. We're doing the other one where Keith wins final immunity, so he votes out Colby, and this is Keith and Tina. So Keith and Tina. I do think Tina probably wins unanimously against Keith, because I think the thing is that Colby had. Some people that weren't super close to him, like someone like Elizabeth, while Keith actually like had more of a relationship with. Then again, by the time like Elizabeth was voted out, I mean she was pretty annoyed with Keith. So I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. Tina against Keith, I think it's still I think it's unanimous, because I think Tina still gets the votes that she originally got, and then she also gets Roger. I do think she actually, I don't know, does she get Roger? That's not a guarantee actually. But then I do think, well, actually I don't know about Amber either. Well, no, I think Amber probably goes Tina. Yeah, Amber goes Tina. But I don't know though, because like Amber supposedly hated Tina after the season. Like supposedly they did not get along. And then who's the final person? It's who's the final person that voted? Oh, Nick. I think Nick goes Tina. Nick was not a Keith fan when he left. So, yeah, I mean, I do think it's at least 5-2, and those other two votes are also kind of leaning Tina. So, but yeah, we're done. I'll go ahead and give my dog his medicine in 2 minutes, and then we'll be back. So, shouldn't be too long. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching.